Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as I give to you video number 2 out of 2. If you didn't catch the video from earlier on, it was the Chelsea versus Preston North End FA Cup match preview. Right here, check it out if you haven't done so already. That game is taking place tomorrow and the watch along will be on here as we will watch the game together, and it should be a straightforward evening if we're being completely honest. So make sure you're here to be here for that, and to make sure you're notified, make sure you are hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. On top of that, smash the like button if you do enjoy this. And we'll have a straightforward evening tomorrow on the watch along, and then the review after that should be pretty straightforward as well. Anything other than a routine win, and I will be absolutely shocked if I'm being completely honest. So tomorrow should be cool. Make sure you're there. Much appreciated. Let's get cracking. Video number 2. And like I told you earlier on, there was an update in relation to Victor Osimhen. So we're going to get into that. We're going to start off with the big elephant in the room. Let's get right into it. Here it is. Fraser Fletcher saying exclusive. Understand, Victor Osimhen would be prepared to agree to a deal which would see him move to Chelsea in the summer. Multiple Chelsea legends also in constant communication with the striker. Oh boy. Now it's heating up. Now it's heating up. Now we know the links have been there. We know that the money could be a big factor here. We understand that there's a release clause now of 130 million euros, which is 112 million pounds. The thing is, though, we know it's not going to happen in January. It's impossible. But what can be done is a pre-agreement for the summer, like we did with Nkunku. Same thing. But there's an extra catalyst to this saga, unlike Nkunku. Nkunku, we had to just walk in, knock on the door and go, Christoph, how do you want to be called, Chris? Can we call you Chris? All right, Chris, listen, we're interested. Shall we talk? With this, we've got 2 others talking to him before we even knock on the door. Who? Let's get into it. Didier Drogba has spoken with Victor Osimhen about a move to Chelsea, and John Obi Mikel has been in regular contact with his countryman. So we've not got just one. We've not just got Agent Mikel. We got the big agent. We got the big fish. Agent Didier. King Agent Didier. King Agent Didier. How do you want to call him? Unbelievable. You can't get a bigger endorsement than that. You just can't. And I love how it's being supplemented with John Obi Mikel. I mean, we have everything possibly going in our favor to get this move to happen, right? The only thing that can get it across the line is if we were to pay the money. And if we were to knock on Napoli's door, and if we were to get this release clause triggered, then start talking to him and then just get a deal done. That's all that's stopping us. Every other thing is going our way. No one has an advantage like we do when it comes to this sort of striker. No one. You know? Imagine someone trying to lure Erling Haaland, right? And then imagine Man City before getting Haaland, right? And I know they just managed to go and get Haaland like it wasn't a problem. But imagine if Man City had a legend. It's quite difficult to name one, if I'm being honest. But you get the gist. Imagine they had a legend call Erling Haaland, their old top striker, call up Erling Haaland and go, listen, yeah, City, I think you should go. And then eventually it happens because of that. We've got all the advantages in our favour here. We've got Drogba and Mikel talking to him. What more do we want? You know what I mean? In order to convince the player. So let's see how this is going to go down. This is going to be very interesting. I hope we are able to get this done this window for the summer, because that would be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So let's wait and see. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. We move to a possible outgoing. Florian Plettenberg, update, Chalobah. After new rounds of discussions, FC Bayern has decided again not to sign Chalobah in the winter. He won't join Bayern as reported in our show a few seconds ago. But been told that a loan outside the Premier League is possible for Chelsea. Therefore, Chalobah is a candidate for many other teams abroad. The 24-year-old is supposed to be match fit again by the end of January and ready for a fresh start. Let's get into what Fabrizio says as well before we get into this, because I got something to say. Sources guarantee Trevoh Chalobah is not part of Bayern's list for the January transfer window despite recent new links as things stand. Bayern wanted Chalobah in August, but now there are different clubs in the race. I gotta be real. When I'm looking at Chalobah and this whole saga, why are we going for a centre-back? Now, before people start losing their minds, cool, one sec, right? We got to entertain this. If we are going for a top centre-back, right? Someone that, say we went for Bastoni, yeah? All right, fair enough. Because that would be doing exactly what I feel needs to be done, right? But if we're going for some 20-year-old, why are we not using Chalobah for the rest of the season? What's wrong with Chalobah? Enlighten me. In fact, he's probably better suited to be in this Chelsea team right now compared to some of the others that are performing badly. If he was match fit, I think he would be ahead of some of the others that have been making blunders, left, right and centre. Considering Chalobah's longevity, how long he's actually been here, and how much stability he would actually have. But we're talking about him leaving and all that. Okay, cool. But if we're going to go and get, like I said, a top centre-back, fair enough. Fair enough. I will take an upgrade, always. But if we're not, why? Why get rid of him? So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on that. We'll see what happens. And the whole Bayern Munich saga, wait till the end of this video because there's something quite big and possibly explosive, which I've entertained a couple of days ago that was just a little bit of a rumour. And now we're starting to hear more of it. So we're about to get into that very soon at the end. But I'm not even going to speak on what I'm about to share with you now. Not before. I'm going to speak after. I have nothing to say until after I've shown you. Check this out. Chelsea are looking to test the new amortization rules by loaning players for the first 1 to 2 years and then giving them a 5-year contract. This will allow the spread of the total fee over 6 or 7 years. My flipping head. Are we being serious here? Come on, man. Come on. Are these owners actually trying to find more loopholes? They're trying to actually find the loophole for the loophole that got closed. So the loophole's been closed and now we're trying to find a loophole through that old closed loophole. These owners, man. I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. I am, man. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? This just goes to show that we don't want to give up this ridiculousness of handing death row contracts out to players. We just don't want to give that up. And we're not going to do that with 26, 27-year-olds. We're going to do that with 18-year-olds and 17-year-olds and 16-year-olds. That's what we're going to do. So it means that this model that they've employed and they've put in place, they don't want to change anytime soon, which is what's concerning to me. That's what's concerning to me. That what they think that what they've been doing is actually just fully correct and they should just keep going. This is ridiculous, man. I'm sorry, but I think it's just mad. I have nothing else to say. If not, I'm going to be repeating myself like an old jukebox. I'm going to stop. So let me know your thoughts on that. I think it's ludicrous. Anyway, let's move to a possible player that is heading back, but could be heading out again. Sevilla have already sent formal official proposal to Chelsea for David Datro Fofana to join them immediately. Club working to get both Lucien Agume and David Datro Fofana deals sealed. Agume will join on loan with a buy option from Inter almost done. So that Datro Fofana in Germany went horrifically and he's been sent back. And now Sevilla are looking like they want to be the ones to take him. You know what? Fair enough. That would actually be a very good loan for him as far as I'm concerned. And let's see if he can do La Liga instead of the Bundesliga because he's got to do it somewhere. So this is going to be the next test. Let's see what he can do. Hopefully he does well. Fingers crossed. Let me know your thoughts on that. We move to things happening away from Chelsea. Let's get right into it. Exclusive details of Eric Dyer, total verbal agreement between FC Bayern and Dyer. The 29-year-old wants to join Bayern Munich now. Contract at least until 2025. Transfer fee less than 5 million euros. Tuchel has spoken to Dyer. They plan to use him as a centre-back and in the defensive midfield. Green light from Spurs. Everything is prepared. Bayern just needs to make the final decision for Dyer. Mad. Absolutely mad. This is a big move for him. And he's going to find Harry Kane there. So I'm sure he'll find himself at home. He'll find Thomas Tuchel as well. But we're about to talk about him. Because the Chalobah stuff has collapsed with Bayern Munich. And obviously Eric Dyer will be going through. I'm not so sure. Is Eric Dyer a Thomas Tuchel buy? You'd think because he plays in England that it would be. Much like Harry Kane. Who is wanted by, I think anyone would take Harry Kane. That's a no-brainer. But with this, Eric Dyer, it's interesting. And it looks like that they've managed to pull off Eric Dyer. And now they don't need another centre-back. So this is maybe why they've gone ahead for him rather than Chalobah. Chalobah maybe because of his injury record, if we're being honest. It's not easy. But with Eric Dyer, you're getting experience there. You're getting something decent. I wouldn't say he's blockbuster. He's not brilliant, but he should be able to do a job in Germany, considering that he was able to do a job in England. And it would be a good move for Bayern Munich. Versatility, centre back and defensive midfield as well. He can hover both positions. So there's that. So Eric Dyer, do you think he'll do well at Bayern Munich? Let me know down below. Much appreciated. Let's move to the manager situation at Bayern Munich. I told you guys a couple of days ago, and I showed you there was one report, and I said that take it lightly because there's no one else saying this, except, I forgot who it was at the time. I think it was Dyer, but now we're getting Relevo with more and saying the same thing. Let's check into it. Here it is. Justin, Bayern Munich will go after Xabi Alonso in the summer. The club wants to take advantage of the fact that Real Madrid have renewed Carlo Ancelotti's contract. And this is obviously because there was a rumour that Real Madrid were going to go for Xabi Alonso to replace Carlo Ancelotti. That's not happening now. For the second time this week, we're hearing Xabi Alonso Bayern Munich, which would mean Thomas Tuchel is available in the summer. Now, I told you on the last video that I spoke about this. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? A lot of you were thinking what I was thinking, and that was obviously for this ownership to put their pride to one side, swallow their egos, call bygones be bygones, put water under the bridge, whatever you want to call it, start over again, fresh leaf, bring Thomas Tuchel in, and let's resume where we left off. That would be immense, right? Because we wouldn't have to be talking about having to go and get an elite manager. We would have one, you know? And the way that he left was just, I think it's safe to say, poor decision. I think we know that now. Very poor decision. So if there was an opportunity for him to come back, that would just be immense. But I think there's more chance of pigs flying in the sky rather than these owners going in and getting Thomas Tuchel and making sure bygones are bygones. It's not going to happen, I don't think. But if the possibility is there, then they should absolutely swallow whatever ego they have and go and get this done. The consequence of not doing that could mean that Manchester United could have Thomas Tuchel available in the summer. Can you imagine Manchester United having Thomas Tuchel? You best believe Man United are not going to be playing the way that they're playing right now. They will get themselves up the table immediately with TT at the helm. 100%. 100%. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. You give Thomas Tuchel a team with a DM, with a good midfield, with decent centre-backs, decent wing-backs, you're good to go. You're good to go. He has stability all over the place. So Man United, couple of signings here and there, and they could be all of a sudden transformed under TT. Do we allow them that possibility if he were to become available? I'd like to think not, but I think we know that we wouldn't care less if TT was available because I just don't see those owners budging. So let me know your thoughts down below in relation to TT. Talking about one elite manager, let's go over to another elite manager. Soon, Jose Mourinho has a documentary on Netflix coming out very, very soon. This is going to be very interesting, seeing Jose on Netflix and what this documentary is going to entail. I have no idea how it's going to look, what it's about. Is it just about his career? Is it about private life as well? I don't know. God knows. But he's got a documentary coming out on Netflix soon. So, all eyes on that. There we are. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your comments in the comment section below. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to catch all the content as it does drop on here. Hit the notification bell as well to be notified of all the uploads as they come. Much appreciated. Tomorrow, watch along. Make sure you are there. We will watch the FA Cup game together, Chelsea versus Preston. And it should be, like I said, fairly straightforward. So if you're on a calm evening watching a Chelsea game, I think this is our only chance. So make sure you're there tomorrow. Much appreciated. Socials, as they were on screen, in the description. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. See you lot then. Take care, and peace.